when you buy a fly maul kit with DJI, your bags are very small. Now with a camera bag, and that's what this is, this one here is by a company called Hayden. I've had this for over a year now, still looks as good as new, and I have put it through its paces. I like it because you've got the tripod straps at the bottom, so when I'm out filming, this is my go-to. And you've got little side pouches here and here, which again you can put a lot in there, but admittedly I've got a lot of it inside. On the back you've got a lovely large pouch. There's a strap there for strapping round you, I believe, but I'm a bit on the portly side, so I don't really use that. But I do use it for putting my coat in it and just put this down somewhere so it's all together whilst I'm filming. Now let's have a look inside it. You get a nice chunky clip at the top. Inside there's another chunky clip. Now what I tend to do, you get these zippers and they come on these bands. So I tend to clip it there, so if anything does start to move, it won't open right up. Just a little tip there. So let's pop those through there. Now on the left hand side, this is where I keep my drone. We'll go through all these parts in more detail in a minute. On the right hand side, I keep my legs in here, my batteries, fan, and these pencil cases, which have got loads of bits, but again we'll go through that in a second. Cables, and I think that's about it. Oh no, of course not. In the front here, this is where I keep my controller. So inside the bag there are more pockets. You can arrange this to any way that you want, so but that's my layout and that's what I use. But again, get a camera bag, they are better than the DJI bags. Right then, first thing we're going to have a look at is the Skyreap propeller guard. There are many out in the market. This is the one that I use. I got it a while after the drone because you couldn't buy these for love nor money at the time. But yeah, it's a very simple device. It literally just clamps over on the bottom here and you just clip down and it keeps it all intact. It's that simple. They're inexpensive, definitely worth getting hold of one. It'll just save you a lot of problems, and when it comes down to it, you don't want to break your props. Just want to say a massive thank you to the people that took time out to subscribe. The other thing I will add is Velcro. Well, this isn't Velcro, these are command strips. Tried Velcro, wasn't great. Tried a few things really. When it comes to sticking your lights on the back of your drone, I like to do that for orientation throughout the day. So if you're a bit far out and you're not sure, you can still see where you are in the distance and get your orientation. So command strips, very inexpensive and they are very strong. I'll show you more on that when I get the light out. Another thing inexpensive that you will need is a fan. This one here again, I got from Amazon. You'll see all of these parts in here are mainly from Amazon today. That I will leave a link and to let you know that I am affiliated. I get a small kit back, nothing life-changing, but all the same I still get one, so I have to announce that. This has got 3 settings, 1, 2, 3, and then off. When you're doing an update, the drone gets very hot, so you'll need this to cool it down. There isn't an onboard fan, so you will need this to keep the heat of the drone down, because what you'll find is you'll be doing an update and then it will just shut down. So very advisable to get one of these. Where I go to the beach, I like to use these. Now on the underside you've got a couple of feet here, and this simply slots into the feet. There is a little bobble this side, don't be mistaken, because it will come out the other side. I've pulled that. It's not a bad design, it's if you pull it hard enough it will come out, but it doesn't break, but all the same. That sits onto the bottom. Strap that in over the top, and then that will just keep you off the ground. Won't be cutting up the grass, you won't be blowing loads of dust into it. So this as well, it's very cheap. It's It's by a company called Sony Life. Inexpensive, does the job. I recommend all of these parts. Right then, I've got a little bag. I don't even know where I got this from, to be honest, but get yourself a little bag just for your cables. It's just handy, you can throw them all in there and then you're not faffing about in your bag when you're looking for stuff and cables are everywhere. This one's just a little pull cord at the top, keeps everything tidy. The next thing we're going to look at is the pencil cases. Now these are very, very inexpensive. I'm not going to leave a link for these. You can get these all over the place. This one feels like a wetsuit, that's why I like it. They're like a couple of quid. Again, chuck stuff in there. You're not faffing about later. Now, one of the first things I got in here is my ND filters. These are by Skyreet again. They weren't overly expensive. I like the case. It's got little magnets in the corner, which pulls it tight. If you're not aware of ND filters, these are used on your drones. They're like sunglasses for your drone. So if you've got a bright day, it is advisable to use these. I do use these, so I will recommend them. Now in this 6-pack, you get the ND 32, 16, 8, 64 and 128. You also get a PL filter with this. There's links in the description below. But again, I'll go through these on another video, but for today, this is what's in my kit. This lovely little tin, I'm not sure where I got this from. I think it was Aldi's or Lidl's. But I find it just great to put my lights in there. Now this one isn't charged up, but this one is. This is a great little light. I won't put it on, it is bright enough, but if there's people with epilepsy or other illnesses out there that can trigger with flashing lights, I'd rather not do it. But yeah, these are great. Again, these are inexpensive. As I was saying earlier, with the command strips, it's just so simple. Just put on the back there. It's not going anywhere. Same with that one. Quick and easy and firm. I've had no troubles with these. So that's my lights. Right, the other thing I like is the JJC memory card box. This is great. You can hold up to 8 SD cards in here. Now talking of SD cards, I have used the SanDisk Ultras. It's 128 gig on there, and I've used the Samsung Evo. Now I see these first of all in forums, where people were saying that the SanDisk ones were very expensive and not much better, and to be fair, I've had no problems with these. I'll leave a link in the description. Yeah, great little box as well. In here is about headlight. A lot of people don't think of this. If you're doing like even time lapses and stuff and you're in the middle of the field, or it's just handy to have. These are inexpensive, they're usually under £10. I'll just put that on there, which is that one. There's also a lower light. Now there is a third setting on here, but it does flash, so, yeah, I'm not going to do that today. But again, a little headlamp, can't go wrong. Right then, pencil case number 2. Now in here I just keep all my odds and sods, like spare screwdriver, the old zip ties, cloths, some command strips I think those, was that Velcro, double sticky tape, spare Velcro, more cloths, props. Another thing I do use here as well, inexpensive, worth getting, is a little brush for your Mini 3 lens. This next strap I do like. I haven't seen them about since. I've had this for about 4 years. It's getting a bit old and battered, but it still works. It's thick and there's a little bit of padding on the underside. The thin ones I find tend to cut in. So it's a single clamp on this one and hangs around your neck. It's got adjustable straps on it. Yeah, it's just a great little piece, but again, I haven't seen these. I have looked, so I want to get a new one. But if you're going to get a neck strap, get a thick one. I'll leave a link in the description. So yes, that's my kit. This is the stuff that I use all the time on regular flight basis. The lights, the legs, straps, the batteries, etc, etc. So yeah, it gives you a bit of an insight, and also, I'll just put that in the side there, the bag. Get yourself a decent bag, because the ones that come with the Mini and the Mini 2, Mini 3, etc. are just not that good. So get yourself a decent camera bag, and again, I'd recommend one of these. Right, I hope you found the video interesting and useful today, and thanks again for watching.